Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we're gonna talk about resume and job search. As you guys can see, I will quickly share this presentation with you guys so you guys can follow along. Anyone who wish to look at it. Yes, so just bear with me and then we quickly start. If you are here, say hi in the chat, and if you have any related question already, you can ask away and I will try to answer it in there. Okay. And here's the link to the doc, which you can see. Okay, so let's start. If anybody join, it's great. Otherwise, we'll just continue with this thing. Okay, so if you are here, just say hi in the comments, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. You have to subscribe to comment, so do subscribe. And yeah, so let's continue with today's session. Okay, so we talked about portfolio in our last session, right? It's we talked about some of the stuff already, similar to like tailoring your portfolio and as per the studio, as per the job, as per your aspirations. Resume also go in the same way, right? So it should match your thing, your aspirations, your job search, and the company you're applying for, and the role you're applying for. Everything should match. That will help you a lot with your job search. That will also filter down your area of job search, and that will also filter down the jobs and which you apply for. So this is the content. Basically, we'll talk about two topics. One half, first half will be about resumes, and the second half will be about job search and a little bit about portfolio. And as I said before, all these topics are interlinked. Some of the things gonna help, so we are going in a sequenced way, but things gonna keep coming back. But mostly we're gonna talk about how what type of resume you have to make, what layout should it have, and what are the common mistakes in the resume people make, in the how long it should be, what we should put in there, and the same like how to search for the job, and where to search for it, how to search for it, and where should we apply, how to apply, all these things. Okay, so again, the objective of this talk is to provide some tips and tricks and some actionable points to make sure you have great resume and the jobs you apply hit the target and basically reach to the people you're applying for. Okay, so from the start, like as we talked about in the portfolio, you have to understand the role you are applying for. As long as you are not clear about the job or role which you want to get into, this will be confusing for you. So first, you need to figure out what role you want to apply for. I'm sure by now you might have this clear thought what you want to be and what you want to do, similar to your portfolio, which you have already decided, right? So that is already decided. So once you have decided that, then you put relevant information in your resume, right? So for the starting, why understanding your role is important. First is to stand out, right? You know, the game industry is highly competitive, and in the past few years it became way more competitive than before. Okay, so your portfolio and resume to stand out is very, very important, right? So first you need to make your portfolio stand out, and then you have to work on your resume, because your portfolio will work as a technical thing, but your experience and your skills is a kind of love letter, right? So you send to recruiters, so they should read it and they should be, impressed by it, right? And they decide to reach out to you. Okay, so that it should match the role first is there, and then it should lead up to their expectations. Okay. And how you know the expectation? Basically from the job description. That's what JD is. So most of the job description are generic, and they kept the way for a reason, right? So they kept the way because they want to get as many application as they want, right? Because if they make it too unique, less people will apply for it. So that's why they keep it generic, but still they are unique in a way, because they cater toward this particular experience they want. So whether it is the softwares they want, the particular genre they want, art style they want, it will be written in the job description. So that should match your portfolio, right? And then the similar experience you have to write in your resume. Like, you don't lie in there, but you write relevant. Like, you change some keywords and some other stuff. You do not write what is not relevant to their description. Okay, so you show both of the technical and creativity and even soft skills, your traits in there. Okay, so the resume should have everything. And then what a resume for artists should have, right? And most of the time, again, customize your resume as per the job description. That's one. Okay. And then add your portfolio link is important. I know it is, people say like, of course we add portfolio link, but you don't know how many times people forget to attach the link, or they just mistype something little in there and the link do not work. Or sometimes it is not even a clickable link, it's just a text. Okay, so make sure the links you have attached is working. And even sometimes people just attach the email as text, and what you can do, you can put mail to in the front of it, and then when the people will click, it would directly go to their inbox to send an email, which is like one step less for them, right? So you want to decrease this friction for them. So the more you decrease it, the more chances it is for you to get selected for the interview. Right? So yeah, so to make sure all the links are working and all the links are clickable and open to the right place. Okay. And like, people sometimes create personal websites and put it on the some website which need you to log in, right? Which is another step, and it will directly be, closed off. They will not look at it further. Doesn't matter how much experience you have, they could not look at your portfolio within 10 seconds, it's gone. Okay, so they don't spend too much time on that. And keeping it light means, sometimes what happens, people create very fancy, very graphic intense resume. I know you are an artist, but you don't have to create a graphic heavy resume, because what are you gonna do, you're gonna increase the size of PDF, then it's gonna create problem while downloading and opening it up. Again, it's gonna take more time, which gonna, make the recruiter move on. So we want it to load as quick as possible, and we want to, it should be like 3 seconds, it should be in the front of them, right? In some website, it load difficult. Like, sometime in the website there is a cap to the size of the PDF is best. Like, you can attach Word also, the PDF is best. Like, it's accessible to most of the websites, and it's like maximum 10 GB, or sorry, 10 MB. So mostly keep it under like KBs. Like, your resume don't need to be like 100 KBs. Like, it's be like 50 KB, 25 KBs, which is really quick to load. Right? We know 5G is here, but still, resume should be very light to load, and it should be text based, right? So no image based means it's like people do attach their portfolio in the resume, which you should not. You should upload it to some blog and can put password and then share the password with the recruiter so they can look into your work, which you cannot share publicly. And the other thing you can people do is they create it in Photoshop, right? So all the things you see in there are rasters, basically pixel based or image based resume. Basically, there is no text. You cannot select text, right? So that is not good. And because you cannot attach a link to that, there are no link attached in there, and the text is not selectable. What if the recruiter have to search your website or your portfolio or your email? They have to type it manually. Again, the friction. It is hard to load, and it is not intuitive for the recruiter. So no image based PDFs. It should be text based. Basically, you create it in the Word and you export it. So then you can select the text in there. Do not create it in Photoshop or Illustrator. No. Okay, so that will make the PDF large, and it's not the purpose of the PDF. Then we come to the layout and the formatting. Okay, so one most important is ATS friendly resume. So you go search online ATS friendly resume, which are like simple text based in particular columns resumes, which are read by this ATS system. ATS is called application tracking system. Okay, so for example, I'm sure you might have applied for a job on a website like Levers, Smart Recruiters, and other portals. When you upload your resume, it autofills all the details like your job and your location, your email, your name, everything. It gets it right. Right. If it's getting it right, then means your resume is ATS friendly. Means it's getting all the details from right section and putting it into right section in the website. If it is not, right, if it's splitting your wrong way and the wrong information in the wrong section, that means your resume format is not good. You need to pick another one. Okay, so make sure you pick ATS friendly resume design. Doesn't matter if it as how simple is it, use it. Okay, use ATS friendly and keep it and once you have that design, and then keep it to the point. How you do it, you basically put a headline. Basically, imagine you want to write about your experience, so you write your position, your company name, and from when to when, and the location. And underneath it you write in the bullet points, basically. Okay, so you write, okay, you did this, you did this, because bullet points are very easy to read. Okay, so you write it in fewer words, but write in very precise detail what you did in the project, what you did for the company. And that you highlight the key points. So imagine you might have worked on multiple companies and your work might be the same. Imagine you are modeling, a texturing artist. You did the models, you made models in for first company, and you made models in second companies, right? So don't write like you made props, you modeled and textured, PBR texturing in both of them. That is so generic and it's so boring. Highlight what you did. Imagine you worked on some hero props or some sculpt on some statues, or you did tileable textures in Substance Designer. Write it down. Okay, so you made tileable textures in Substance Designers for this project. Okay, so write this, highlight what your achievements were in there, so that's gonna stand out more, and they're gonna hover through your resume, and you're gonna these few words. Okay, substance designer. Okay, and because the substance designer might be in the job role also, so when you write your substance designer experience actual on the project, it just highlight. Okay, there's a substance designer project, nice. Okay, then they go to your portfolio and see if you have posted in there. If you don't cannot post it, upload it on some private website, put a password and send it there, and attach the link next to this project. So here's a link to see those works. So when they open the link and they see the work, everything connected, and you are almost there. So the recruiter do tick tick tick. Basically, that's what application tracking system does. So basically, there is a job role have some keywords, and then your resume have keywords. When those match, it gonna rank up your resume and it gonna show to the recruiter those particular resume which match, and then the recruiter gonna filter it further while looking at it and matching it, and then pick some good ones and gonna reach out to you. Okay, so that's how the process is with the ATS friendly resume and the bullet points and to the point points. Okay, so now we come to the common resume mistakes. Okay, so we already talked about some, but one I will talk from the 404 is the links not working. Again, it might seems it's very stupid and very simple to look at, like who forget about links. Trust me, enough people mess this up. Okay, so double check your links, make sure it's going to the right location, and make sure it is easily accessible whichever link it's going to. Mm. Okay, so there are no extra steps in there, so make sure those are not there. Okay, and then easy to read, we already talked about it. Use bullet points and write precise what you want to convey to them. Okay, they just want to hear the keyword from the role. So that's what I said, like job description, just look at job description, match your experience, your role, look at which areas you might have worked in, those particular areas which are written in the job description. Just write it there. Okay, do not lie, because lie gonna get caught in the interview, and that's gonna be bad. Okay, so we don't want to be embarrass ourselves, right? If you have worked on something similar in there, write it there. If it's like matching experience, imagine they said like sculpting the statues, but you sculpted something else. Okay, just say you sculpted, right? So still these keyword is there. Sculpting, ZBrush is there. So still that is relevant. So it's easy to read and they can see these keywords quickly from the bullet points. Okay, and that's perfect. Do not write big paragraphs or very boring paragraphs with very less information or very generic information. That's not going to help us. Okay, and then too many fancy words. Trust me, we are not Shakespeare. Okay, nobody read it. I cannot read it, and we don't use that language in the normal communication. So do not write your fancy words. Even people use chat gpt and those old ais, and even sometimes copy paste resume from other people to their resume, which is not wrong at some point, but it is not you. Basically what I want to say, as personal the portfolio is, as personal the resume should be. Okay, this is your resume and it should convey the language of your. Okay, so how you speak, what words you use. Okay, so just put those in there. Do not put any fancy words or high words like I'm a high achievable artist, I can achieve anything I put my mind up to. Don't put anything. We are all human beings, we understand. So stay humble, put simple language and put simple words in there, so a simple a person can also understand it. And why is that? Because English is not everyone's first language, right? So there might be other countries where they have their different language, right? Even in different states, they might have their own language, and English is their secondary language. And we use very big words. It first it sound very cliche, and the second it's they might not know the meaning of it, right? And so we want to keep it as simple as possible, so the kids can read it, and as soon as they understand it, the more chances of them to reach out to you. Again, we are reducing the friction in every step. Okay, that's what the purpose of the resume is. We impress them with our portfolio. Now we want to impress them, or we don't want to impress them, we just want to engage them with our resume, and we want them to reach out to us. Okay, and yes, so again I'm putting it there. We already spoke about this in our previous talks. Okay, we talked about how the portfolio should be and what a good portfolio look like. You can see both of the chapters in the on the channel. And we need is uh, what we need is to reiterate upon it, okay, because it is so important and they both are so linked together, right? So show your best work, okay, and which demonstrate your skill, and then you match it with your resume, which link with both job description and your portfolio. So it's a like bridge between these two. Yeah. And you explain a little bit more because you cannot explain everything in there, what your thought process was, why you did it. You write it down in your description of your artwork, but they might not. Sometimes they don't even go inside. They just look at the thumbnails, they like it, they click open it, and then they move on to the resume. Okay. And then you can go ahead. Okay. And that work in progress, as I said, post your work in progress. Like imagine like your portfolio is old and your work is like few months old, and what you are up to, what you are doing right now is important. Okay. So yeah, so do that in so yeah, so keep it relevant. Okay. And uh, and then yeah, it will work. Okay. So we like we in the previous lesson or in previous session, we first talked about theory and then we looked at the portfolio. In the next session we can talk about some good resume, and if you guys join, we can write down more uh, basically uh, write down a resume for someone, right? We can do it for them. Okay. Now this is basically for again portfolio as per your aspirations and as per your skills. Okay. So now coming to job search. Okay. So normally job search we all know. Okay, we can go to LinkedIn, we can go to job portals like Levers and Smart Recruiters, and there are Naukri, and there are so and so forth. There's on Art Session, and there are all the other job portals like remote.com, work with indies, and gamejobs.co. There are so many websites which you can go and look for the job. That is one part of the job search which is like normal conventional, right? Which I don't want to, right, we work right or talk about right now. I want to talk about like more areas which work. Basically first is network. Yeah. More people and more easily get job through networking. Okay. So if you know your friend, if you someone who working in the industry, if you reach out to them, you have more chances of getting the interview than applying for a job. Okay. It happened to me in the past, it was, so it's 100% recommended. And that's what stay in touch means. Imagine you change the job, okay, and you might have friends from the school or where you studied. Stay in touch. Okay. Just go that's what and go to their profile, keep messaging them, keep checking the profile what they're up to, and congratulate them, ask them how their journey was. And don't ask for favor all the time, just be interested in them. And at one point, okay, when you're discussing, this point will come when they will say, okay, so you're looking for it, I will see what I can do. Okay. Don't just start reaching out to your friends as soon as they land a job, because they are not in the position. So as soon as they are in the company, so they're stable, they have spent a few years, they will be like trusted by the company. And then if that person trusts you, you will get the chance. Okay. If a fresher recommends someone, will not have more chances. An experienced person and someone who spent a time in the company will have way more chances of getting you recommended. Okay. So that's keep networking. And then job market, the website we already spoken, but which one are talking about is the something new, right? Then unconventional one. There are WhatsApp groups, there are Facebook groups, there are so many Discord servers which people post their jobs, and sometimes even what quicker than other job portals. So if as soon as, because imagine a company is going to hire someone, right? They do not post it, they discuss it with the team first. Okay. and then the team comes in, is like, we are planning to hire. So that's the same with the networking also. So if you are good at making guns or hard surface props or characters, then if your friend is working in there and you are staying in touch and they know you pretty well and they know you're good at work, doing those things, they're gonna reach out to you. Is it like, company is looking for this, are you interested? And then they're gonna recommend you, so that's gonna increase the chance. And then these guys also are in these groups, sometimes in the social groups. They posted there, they posted in the forums. Okay, and where they're, sometimes I remember, we used to play games as a team. Like, we used to play games. We work in all different studios, but we used to play games. So in there, this point came up. Okay, there's an opening. Okay, and we started discussing, and it lead to some positive result, right? So go to these unconventional places. Sometimes you get more opportunities there. So we have to be in all the places where we can. Okay, and then stalk your crush. Okay. Follow the pages of your studios, keep checking their websites, keep checking for the job update if they have, see what they're doing, see their social media posts. Okay, engage there, comment there, ask the questions there, add their recruiters there. Okay, you can go to LinkedIn and you can search recruiters at this particular company, and then you can add them, send them personalized message, and ask them like, how they like the profile. Okay, and even if there is no job, just ask them. It's like, I'm here, like, how do you like my profile? Okay, is there anything I should add or anything, or add leads or seniors from the same company and ask them. It's like, I'm aspire to work in the same company as where you are working, and can you give me a honest review of my portfolio and resume? Okay, I don't want you to recommend me, I just want a genuine feedback so I can improve my work. So what they're gonna do? They gonna give you a honest feedback and then go back to them. I was like, here, I polish my, how is my work? Just genuinely to improve your work. And then what will happen after a point? If they like your dedication and if they see you improving, they can recommend you when the opportunity arrives. It happened with me also. Okay, so it happens. Okay, and then it's add continue to the last point. Build a strong online presence, right? So that's Gen Z's paradise, because we did not grow up in the internet world, but today's young people, everyone is on internet, so you cannot escape it. So start posting on social media, connect with others, and start appreciating others. Don't feel envy. Okay, never feel envy of other artists. Appreciate them. Okay, and they will appreciate you back. Okay, so always be appreciative of by seeing other people grow, and try to help them grow more, because it gonna come, this is called karma, it's gonna come back to you. Okay, so you helping someone, it's gonna help you in some other way. Okay, and digitize yourself means you post your work there. People know that you are a good artist, but they don't know you. Okay, post about yourself, more about your hobbies, and what other things you have, like, make you feel like human, you are a human, right? That make other people comfortable, like you are a human too. Okay, because some people who they post work, 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 and when it comes to communication and interacting with other people, they're zero. So it's post a human side of you in there, and then people gonna, because everyone is on the internet, right? And after the COVID and after this online thing, everything happens online. So make sure you stay online, you interact with these forums, these Discord servers and social media. You interact with people, and that gonna show that you are alive, you are also exist on this earth. Okay, and again, that's the same thing, help them help you. So the more you help others grow, the more it will help you grow. Because that's what I did, and someone reached out to me about doing some particular thing. I said like, okay, how to do this thing, and even what I used to do in the, you see on LinkedIn, someone posted something and you really liked it, and you are not sure about how they did it. So you ask in the comment how you did this particular thing, and you engage with them. So if you don't want to do it in the comment, send them the DM and write in the comment, I DM'd you about something. But if you write in the comment, it's better because other people can also learn from your comment and the answer from the author. So it's a really nice way to engage with other people, and they will notice you. So the more you will, comment on their post, liking their post, they will notice that this guy was with me. So when you will post something, they're gonna do the same. Okay, then it's slowly gonna start developing, and you're gonna, have. I met so many people. This recently someone reached out to me about a project, and they said, okay, do you remember you helped me long time back on LinkedIn? And it was so moving, and I totally forgot. I didn't even remember that I did it. Then I went, it was like 3 years ago. Like someone 3 years ago asked for advice from me, and today we in it, today we work together on a project. So see how wonderful it is. See, like I helped someone that did not help me find a job, but you see, this is a small industry and you meet people all the time. Okay, so then some more suggestion and some in there. Feed the brain. Feed the brain means keep learning the skill. It's the same for your portfolio. You learn technical things, but learn soft skill also. Try to learn something which improve your personality and which make you more approachable. And one good book I can recommend is, there is one book which everyone should read, is uh, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Okay, it's the book name sounds very cliche, but it is really good book. Okay, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a really good book about communication and talking to people, and you should definitely read it out. Everyone should read it out. Okay, and then just keep swimming. I know, I've been there, how difficult it is to find a job, how difficult it is to stay sane with rejections every day, with hundreds and thousands of rejections. Maybe next time I can show you how many rejections I have faced. Okay, I have a sheet made of it. Okay, and that's a picture like I understood from there. So just keep swimming, stay motivated. Okay, that you're gonna apply for thousand. We just need one job. Okay, we don't need 20 different jobs. Okay, we need only one job. So we just keep applying for these hundreds of jobs, and we just need one. Okay, so we once we get the resume, once we get the interview with them, then we focus on that particular company. We just go all in. That we need to focus more. But until then, just go slow. Okay, and shoot with open eyes means don't close your eyes and shoot everywhere. Shoot at the target, which again means the job is relevant. It match your portfolio. It match your resume and experience. Only apply there. Otherwise, uh, there will be like 1,000 to 1 ratio. Otherwise, there will be 100 to 1 ratio if you put it on relevant. And why increase the number of? And then the more you apply, more rejection you will get, and the more demotivated you will be. And it also take time. Okay, so only apply for the job which you think have chances of hearing back. Okay, and yeah, so it takes time to find it out, but as long as you find your niche, again, check the previous videos to find the niche and how to improve and work on yourself. Try to find out what you enjoy, what you're not. That will help you a lot. Okay, so be focused and be precise. Okay, and then again, final thoughts. I know video game industry is right now in the chaos, right? It was dynamic, and from the start, it was ever changing. Like you imagine, like this, like 20 years ago, they were like very ugly 8-bit games, and we are now in VR and really high quality games now. Okay, so it's keep changing. So you have to change with it. You have to keep improving your skill, learning new tools. You have to adapt with it. Okay, so you have to adapt your skill. You have to improve your portfolio. You have to update your resume also. That means you work on relevant projects. you work with relevant companies, and which help you reach out to that goal. I know in the start we have the goal of just getting a job, which is fair to some point, but you can wait a little bit more to find a relevant, right? Or you get this job and then you keep trying to find a relevant job. Don't work on any job, and in the end you will find it regretful, right? Because you spend too much time figuring out what you do and what you not, okay, what you want to do, and then it gonna, you know, reduce the opportunities for you. And network, stay active online, comment, like, share your work in progress, share your work, appreciate other people's work, okay, and stay informed with the latest trend. Check some website like all the software companies, they post new updates of their tools, new things. Just watch the videos, watch the blog, at least stay informed that there are new features. Okay, you might need it at some point, so at least knowing about it is good. Okay, to stay updated yourself about the new things. Okay, the same thing, continuous learning and resilience to keep you keep moving forward, because this is a challenging time, as I know, we all know. So let's use this time. If you don't have job, work on your skills, learn something, and make what you like. Again, this is what I say, like we artists are mean, okay, we make what we love. Okay, so work on that. So make something what you like. Maybe it is not similar to your work, maybe it's something different. Work on it, because when you will work in a company, you will make what they want. Okay, it might not be what you like or not. Okay, so you have to work. So work in this time, work on your skills and what you like to do. Okay, so again, so every, to increase the chances of getting noticed, to, you know, cater it to the job, cater it to your requirement, cater it to the requirement of the company. The more catered and precise and to the point it is, the more it will get closer to your dream job. Okay, so with that said, thank you very much for coming here for this session, and I hope you found out something new in there. And next one, we can do some practical example. Again, this was like fully theory and talking about good stuff. And next one, I can share a resume templates which are good to know. I will share the link to those, and I will make attach the link to this, and grab the link to this talk, and I will attach those resume link in here. And what you can do, maybe we'll take a volunteer, we take someone's resume, we give feedback, and we're gonna improve it to the template we have. So we're gonna talk about plus points and minus points. Okay, so that we're gonna do in the next session maybe. Okay, if enough people sign up, so most probably it's gonna happen. But yeah, so that is there. So if you have any query or want to reach out to ask anything, there's a link, you can send a free query in there. And every Wednesday same time we have this Q&A session. You can come here and you can ask about things live. And if you miss it, don't worry, you can still comment under the video, and you can send a query on this thing. Okay, and don't forget to watch the previous portfolio one, which are really important. And don't forget to watch the upcoming one if you want to suggest any topic or any question. Again, the link is there. So thank you very much for joining in today. Okay, so I just saw we have a comment. Okay, so if company have motivated motion specific soft mention specific software, but not in my skill, in most of the softwares are just tools. Okay, because there are like Max, Maya, Blender, there are CAD software. Now there is a Moi 3D, which I think people say CAD for 3D artists. So these tools have similar purpose. Okay, so what we need to do is to serve the purpose. Companies, it does not matter. For some tools like Substance Painter is standard, there is no competition to that yet. Okay, there is Quixel software, but there is, that's not similar. So you have to learn Painter in there. But for the 3D, you have Modo, you have Cinema 4D, you have Blender, Max, Maya. There are so many other things. As long as you can achieve what they want, right? It does not matter. In some companies, the software is important because they have the tools, export tools in there. So for that case, you need to learn. As long as you are positive to learn, read the new tools, and that's what you see. Like when you write the apply for the job, you write it there in there. Like I know it's mentioned 3ds Max, and I know the basics, but I can learn. Okay, I know very good quality of Blender and Maya, but I can learn 3ds Max as well if you let me. Okay, so I'm a quick learner basically like that. So you can mention that thing, right? So yeah, so that is not a big thing in there. As long as your portfolio is good, this is a very small thing to in there. If you have worked in the industry already, nobody cares. Okay, so yeah, I hope that answered your questions. And again, so guys, thank you very much for being here. It was really fun. Okay, keep coming, keep liking, subscribing, and watching the video. It's really motivate me to make more. And until the next one, yeah, again, small announcement. Tomorrow we have environmental bootcamp session. Tomorrow, it's at 2, and it's for the 3 hours. So that's the last session for the demo, bootcamp demo. We're gonna texture, so do join that as well. So yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow there. Until then, have